Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Courtney the Happy Lush, and today I am reviewing another wine in my series called Wine on a Dime, where I review wines that are $15.99 or less, and we decide whether or not we think they're worth the buy. Today I am tasting Trader Joe's Cabernet Franc from Knights Valley in Sonoma County. It was $9.99, and so we're gonna go ahead and see if it's worth it. All right, this afternoon I am trying out, tasting for the very first time, I've never had it before, the Trader Joe's Reserve Cabernet Franc from the Knights Valley AVA in Sonoma County. Now, of course, these Trader Joe's Reserve wines are about $9.99, and I picked this one up a couple weeks ago. This is the 2021 Lot 260. I learned that they put the lot on there because the wine may stay, but the lot changes. So that's how you can decipher at Trader Joe's if this is the wine you've had before or not. I did not know that. So I'm excited to try this wine. I'm going to be heading down to Trader Joe's in the next couple of weeks. I have to drive. I live up in the mountains in Colorado. I have to drive down to Denver to go to one. And I'm excited to pick up a couple other wines because I just want to try a bunch of them. I'm not going to get the Trader Joe's branded ones. I'm going to get some other wines and try them out and see how they do on my Wine on a Dime series moving forward. So I'm super excited about that. But for today, this Trader Joe's Reserves. Now, for Trader Joe's wines, they do not give us much information on where the wine is made. It says vinted and bottled by ABJ Wines in Healdsburg, California. So they receive the juice, put it in the bottle, slap the label on it, and send it off to Trader Joe's. But that is about all we know. We do know this wine has more information on it, so the quality should be of a better level than if it just said California. So because it says Knights Valley, which is an AVA, viticulture area in California, we know that the grapes are coming from this area. Knights Valley is a warmer area in Sonoma County, and it is bordered by Alexander Valley and Chalk Hill. Two areas you have probably heard about or seen. Unlike Knights Valley, I wasn't like super familiar with that area. What I learned was that it's very rural, it's warm there. It's actually gotten more rural as time has gone on, actually, instead of the opposite. There are only 2 wineries and tasting rooms in that area, and they plant mostly Cabernet and Bordeaux varieties in this AVA, and it's about 2,000 vineyard acres in Knights Valley. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I've been to Sonoma numerous times to taste wine, but I still had never heard of that AVA. So I learned something new by going to Trader Joe's. So that's very exciting. The other thing is that on this label, what I do like about Trader Joe's labels is it does give us a lot of information regarding the wine itself. So this is saying that it's a 2021, we just talked about Cabernet Franc. Tells us the grape variety. It's from Knights Valley in Sonoma County. It's a 2021 and it's lot 260. Okay, and then it has a tasting note on the bottom of the label. Notes of dark, rich fruits with hints of red berries and toasted oak ahead of a smooth finish. So when we're shopping at Trader Joe's and we know that we love Cabernet Franc, it's my favorite grape variety, and let's say I'm looking for a wine, I see this on the shelf, and then I see this note on here. It's very helpful, especially if, let's say, you've never had a Cabernet Franc before, but you know you like red wines with dark, rich fruits. So that's really helping us. You'd probably be inclined to buy this wine. It's $9.99. It's a great value. So if it sucks, who cares? It's only $10, right? So I really do love that about these wines from Trader Joe's. If I go to the back of the label, I'm seeing 14.1% alcohol. So it's fairly high, although I'm finding that most wines these days do have about 13 to 14% alcohol, just I think because it's getting warmer. So this is telling me maybe we'll taste some alcohol on the wine, maybe we won't, I don't know. but I'm interested to find out. So let's go ahead and smell the wine and see what aromas we can pick out. All right, I just took a sip before or not a sip, a smell before I hit play. And oh my gosh, I'm like hit by all the floral aromas. I am not getting any green notes on this Cabernet Franc whatsoever. I usually can sniff out the green pepper. It's like something my nose really can smell, and I'm not getting any of that on this Cabernet Franc. This is smelling like a typical California wine to me. Very fruity. Dare I say berry jam. Lots of like boysenberry. Like lots of like red dark fruit for sure. It smells really good. It definitely smells, right now it is almost February. It definitely smells like a wine I would love to drink cozied up by the fire. Oh my gosh. It smells really good. I'm really just getting the dark berry fruit. What else did it say? Toasted oak. We might not smell the oak. Although now that I said that, this is what happens when you smell a wine. I am getting like not really cedar, but something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But just tons of red berry fruit. Okay, so now I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and taste this wine. So when I'm tasting the wine and you hear me make that sound, all I'm doing is really aerating the wine in my mouth to try to open the wine up. You don't have to do that. It is nice to have the wine sit in your mouth a little bit longer. You can kind of think about, what am I tasting? I am getting a lot of oak on the palate, not necessarily oak, but like, I don't want to say like campfire because it's not smoky, but that's what it's like reminding me of. It's reminding me of when we're in our RV in the summertime, sitting out by the fire, like toasty wood, but not charred or not super oak, but just that kind of like burnt kind of campfire smell, or that's what I'm tasting. That's what it's reminding me of, at least. And I am getting some red fruit, but it's not like it was when I was smelling the wine. And oh my gosh, look at the legs. I don't know if you can see that. But the legs just tell us that it's higher in alcohol and there could be more residual sugar. I'm going to swirl it around. Maybe you can see that. Legs have no bearing on quality, but they are fun to look at. I think that just makes it pretty in the glass. And it does tell us about the alcohol and potential sugar in the wine. It's very dry. It's a medium tannin. So a medium tannin just means that it's not making me pucker too much. I'm not doing that, but it's definitely there. I'm aware of it. I'm thinking if you had a steak or some sort of meat dish with this wine would be very good because of the tannin level. It's high enough that it's kind of balancing out the wine because there is the acid in there is kind of helping that with the fruit. And then the alcohol, I think it's a fairly balanced wine for $9.99. And the finish is long, I would say. So a long finish just means that the flavor is sticking around in your mouth for a while, right? It's not like you drink it and it's gone. Like I took a sip a couple seconds ago and I'm still tasting the flavor in my mouth. My mouth is still watering from the acidity, and I'm still with the tannin. So all of those things, I'm still tasting the fruit. So it's not like super exciting when I drink it. So that just means it tastes a little bit flat to me. Nothing is really jumping out at me, telling me like, wow, this is a delicious wine. But oh my goodness, for $9.99, this this is good, right? It's a Cabernet Franc. It's my favorite grape variety. I'm just not getting the green notes that I personally really like with a Cabernet Franc. I like them a little bit leaner. But just because that's what I like doesn't mean that that makes a wine good or bad. That's just my personal preference. This definitely reminds me of a California wine. It's very good and it's $9.99. So I would say if you're at Trader Joe's and you like sort of a bigger red wine with fruit flavors and you don't want to spend a lot, this is definitely worth the buy for a wine on a dime. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed this video and the review of Trader Joe's Cabernet Franc from Knights Valley AVA in Sonoma County. It's a wine on a dime, great buy for $9.99. If you like this video, make sure you hit like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Make sure you check out my playlist, Wine on a Dime, for other videos where I review wines for $15.99 or less to make sure you have something delicious in your glass that fits your budget. And if you enjoy tasting wines with wine friends, make sure you check out my Lush Lounge, which is launching in mid-February. It's my free private community where we talk about all things wines all the time and also have virtual tastings twice a month. The link is in the description below. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate you, and I will see you in my next video.